Hi, this is Clint. So one of my main objectives during my very first trip to Brazil was to see Iguazu Falls, which is one of the natural wonders of the world. So after my stay in Rio de Janeiro, I flew down to a town called Foz do Iguazu. This is the base that I used to go see the falls. It's a border town within Brazil, but you can actually see two other countries from there. You can see Argentina and Paraguay. Now, if you're going down to Foz do Iguazu, here are some recommendations for you. Stay in the downtown central area, whether it's in a hotel or Airbnb. It's perfectly safe. It's very walkable, lots of little restaurants and cafes around. It's not like a downtown area in a big city like Rio de Janeiro or Sao Paulo. Now I'm going to give you a huge travel tip here. To go see Iguazu Falls, you don't need to spend lots of money to book yourself on a group tour. You don't need to even take a taxi nor an Uber to go see the falls. You just have to hop on a local bus. It's bus number 120, and it goes from town to the falls. The bus fare is $5 Brazilian. This is about $1.30 Canadian. It's dirt cheap. So my Airbnb was a 5-minute walk from the local bus terminal. The terminal is called Terminal do Transporte Urbano, or the TTU. So I walked 5 minutes early in the morning. I got bus number 120, and in about 30 minutes, I got to the visitor center for Iguazu Falls. Now, because Iguazu Falls, and I'm talking about the Brazilian side, it is going to be naturally the most popular tourist attraction in this area. So it's going to be crowded. So go early, and also buy advance tickets online, because if you don't, when you get to the visitor center, you're going to have to line up for tickets and then line up again for the internal shuttle bus that takes you to where the trails start. So you have to line up 2 times. You don't want to do that. So just buy yourself an advance ticket, and when you get there, you can bypass the ticket line and get right to the lineup where the shuttle buses are. The advance ticket is a timed entry for date and time. I took mine for 9 a.m. So just to be safe, I made sure that I got to the bus terminal by 8 a.m. And that will give me enough time to get over to the visitor center in time to board my shuttle bus for the trails. Good morning. So I'm in Brazil, Foz do Iguazu. I'm starting my tour of Iguazu Falls, starting on the Brazil side. So let's go take a look. As you can see so far, the views get better and better as we go along on the trail. And we're going to end up at the highlight, which is called the Devil's Throat. That's probably supposed to be very spectacular, but we'll get there pretty soon.
In harmony.
Yeah.
Here's another little tip for you. If you like exotic birds, there's an exotic bird park right across the road from the visitor center of Iguazu Falls. So I finished Iguazu Falls in the morning, and then right afterwards, I just walked across the road and I visited this exotic bird park. I actually got an advance ticket for that too. I thought it was worthwhile, so basically I got 2 attractions on the very same day. And that bus number 120 I was talking about, it also stops right in front of the bird park. Super convenient. So here's an additional super travel tip. This same bus 120 also stops at the airport. So when I first arrived at the airport in Foz do Iguazu, I didn't need to take a taxi nor even an Uber to get to town. I just took the same bus 120 and it got me into town again for 5 Brazilian. Super easy. So the way this bus works, it starts at the transit terminal. It goes from the terminal, it goes through town, and then it stops at the visitor center for Iguazu Falls, and then it stops at the airport and then back into town. That's the loop. This is like the best deal in town. Watch for my video about the bird park, and I'm actually not done with Iguazu Falls because the next day I actually went to go see the falls on the Argentina side, and that's going to be on a separate video. So thanks for watching this video. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you at those next videos.